Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Cool Predictions on the Real Ones Productions. How are you guys doing today, man? I'm your host, LLCOOLBRAD, here with another episode of the Cool Predictions. But before we get into this Cool Predictions episode, please like and subscribe, and let's get into it, bro. So today, I'm going to be talking about Keaontay Ingram, USC running back, just transferred from Texas to USC. But before I get into his cool prediction, I'm reading you off some of his stats from his previous season so you can get a look at how good he is. So first off, in 2018, his freshman season at Texas, he had 142 rushing attempts for 708 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, 27 receptions for 170 receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. And then in 2019, in his sophomore season, he had 144 rushing attempts for 853 yards, which is really nice. 7 rushing touchdowns, 29 receptions for 242 yards, and I believe it was 3 touchdowns. And then in 2020, his most previous season with Texas, in his last season that he'll ever play with Texas, he had 53 rushing attempts for 250 yards, 1 touchdown, 11 receptions for 103 yards, and 1 touchdown. And mainly because that last season, Bijan Robinson, I don't even remember how you say his name, but Bijan Robinson, I just call him Bijan. I know I'm probably saying it wrong, but he had to split carries with him, and so that's mainly why he didn't get many yards last season. But now that he's at USC, I think that he's gonna get more yards. So my cool prediction for the day is I think that he's going to have a breakout season. I think he'll finally reach that 1,000 mark this season at USC, and I'll tell you why right now. So first off, I'm going to give you guys some strengths and some weaknesses. Then a new thing I've added is a toss-up. It's kind of like a in the middle type thing that he's not bad at it and he's not good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not the worst at it and he's not the best at it. So I would just put that in the middle, like stuff that's in the middle where he's at. With those things, so we got strengths, toss up, and then we got some weaknesses, and then I'll send you guys off to some strengths highlights, and then you can just see all the stuff in there as well, and then I'll come back and I'll wrap up the episode. So let's get it. Welcome back, everybody, to the strengths, the toss up, and the weaknesses part of this Cool Predictions episode on Keaontay Ingram. So let's get into the strengths real quick, man. So first off, he has good speed. He's good at getting to his top speed as well. He has good acceleration. And then next, he has good balance. His balance is really nice. He's able to use his stiff arm, which is the next strength on here, to keep him balanced. He's able to stiff arm people to keep them on balance if he's getting tackled from behind. He's good at catching. You heard that when I was reading off his stats. He's more of a mixed back. He's able to run and catch too. So that's really nice to see. He kind of reminds me of Alvin Kamara, maybe not skill-wise, but I don't really know even comparison-wise, but just like since they're like mixed backs, they're both like mixed backs. That's why I would say he kind of reminds me of Alvin Kamara. And he also kind of reminds me, he has shades of Derrick Henry as well. His run style is kind of unique towards Derrick Henry's. I'm not going to say it's 100% or 85% of Derrick Henry's run style, but I'm saying there's some things that you can nitpick out of it, and you can just see it. You can just see some of what I'm talking about, of why he kind of looks like Derrick Henry, because of how he runs. But you'll see that in the strengths highlights I'll be giving you guys in a little bit. But next, he's very physical. He is very physical. He's able to find lanes. He's able to make lanes for himself if he needs to, and he doesn't find any lanes that are open. And that's something that's really good from a running back that you like to see as well, is them being able to make their own lanes and being patient in the backfield. And that's what I like from him as well. And then next, like I was saying, he is very physical and he's very athletic. And he uses that physicality and that athleticism along with the speed and acceleration to get to the edge and explode and get more yardage. He's able to use that to his advantage, and I think he uses his size well with his advantage as well, with all those things as well. And then next, for the toss-up, I don't really have anything for the toss-up, but I could have moved pass blocking and just blocking in general there, because I really don't know about that. But with that being said, let's just move on to the weaknesses. So I've heard from a lot of Texas fans that ball security is a huge thing that he needs to work on, that Keaontay needs to work on. So I would really just watch out for that if you're not a Tennessee, what the heck? I was about to say USC Trojans, but I just said Tennessee. I don't know why. But if you're a USC Trojans fan, just watch out for that this season. That's all I would say. But he's probably improving it already, since he's already a senior right now. This is mainly a prove it or lose it season for him to make the NFL. So that's something that he's probably working on already. And then pass blocking, like I said, I could have moved that over. I just don't know. I haven't seen enough of it. I haven't seen blocking in general from him enough. I don't really know if he is a blocking back, but we'll just have to see. But next, guys, let me send you guys off to the strengths highlights, and we'll be back to wrap up the video. Let's get it.
Back to Ingram, who's got his first collegiate touchdown.
Same exact play. The difference, Ingram's vision. Watch this left side of the offensive line. They wash everything down from Maryland. Ingram has the vision to hit the cutback. And that's thanks to Cade Brewer, their tight end, where a year ago, they didn't feel like they had the ability to block at the tight end position well enough to help them in the running game. They do now.
And more of this guy. Ingram shaking, baking, end zone.
Well, the most noticeable difference for me is this guy. Watch how small he gets here and what he does with his pads. He gives the defenders all the hard spots to hit. Shoulder pads, helmet, knees. And that makes it extremely hard to tackle him. The things that stand out when you watch him in high school: his balance, his burst, right? And his ability to make plays. He did all of that on that play.
Ellinger rolling out, and now throws back. Looks for Ingram, and makes the catch for a touchdown. A wheel route, and Texas has life.
What a catch, and what a throw by Sam Ellinger. Unbelievable. He's right here. He's going to go down on the wheel route. Linebacker stays with him. He waits to the last second to deliver the ball, and that is right over top of the defender, right where it has to be. Justin Phillips in pretty good coverage, but the accuracy by Ellinger, perfect.
One thing is evident for me, Adrian Fry is the guy they're working on. They like him no matter where he is, and they're flipping him to the field, going pace.
Touchdown.
They just stole that one.
Yeah, they did. Ingram gets it in.
That's where pace and tempo is a tactical advantage, Tim. Texas got prepared and ready. Texas Tech alternately was not in position.
Second chance to convert on third down. Ellinger to Ingram. He's looking end zone. He's finding end zone. Keaontay Ingram. Pay dirt.
Once again, Sam Ellinger, outstanding decision. You've got to be patient, but you've got to be quick when you know you've got the right read. That time there, not hesitating, getting the ball out into the flat to his young freshman running back, Keaontay Ingram. Ingram doing the rest, picking up blocks on the outside edge.
And they will run that way. Ingram keeps his feet and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Keaontay Ingram.
Welcome back, everybody, from the strengths highlights of Keaontay Ingram. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Cool Predictions. If you did, please like and subscribe. Comment what you think. If you think that Keaontay Ingram is going to hit the cool prediction that I said of 1,000 yards this season, and hit that mark and possibly be a top running back draft pick this year, this upcoming draft, just let me know in the comments. And feel free to correct me on any strengths and weaknesses that I might have missed, or some that you don't think are weaknesses, whatever. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. this Cool Predictions episode again on Keaontay Ingram, and we will see you guys on the very next episode of the Cool Predictions. This is your host, LLCOOLBRAD, signing off.